Welcome inside Ron Milam Fieldhouse. Men's basketball tonight from the Frontier Conference action. The Muskogee Roughers looking for their 6th win in 9 starts, coming off the impressive 67-47 win over number 11 Union on Tuesday night. Bartlesville heartbroken at the end of their game on Tuesday. They led Booker T. Washington with 3.5 minutes left by 10, only to see the Hornets come back and with 2 seconds to go in the game, hit a pair of free throws and get out with a 63-62 win over the Bruins. Earlier this afternoon, we had a chance to talk with Rougher head coach Linwood Wade. We'll hear the coach's comments right after this 30-second timeout on Rougher TV.
When you come home after a long day, Bravado Wireless Home Internet has you covered in your neighborhood or on your farm. For a limited time, our unlimited home internet has been discounted to only $49 per month with the purchase of a $99 router. And get this, the first 3 months of service is on us. So what are you waiting for? Make the switch today and visit us at bravadowireless.com for more info and to find a store near you. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
Rougher basketball tonight inside Ron Milam Fieldhouse. Muskogee at home against Bartlesville. But before we tip this one off, Coach Wade, let's flash back to Tuesday night. The Roughers were throwing it in from pretty much anywhere on the floor.
Just a good game, a good collective game from everybody on the floor. We played team basketball, hit the open guy, and fortunate enough, the shots was going down for us.
Certainly makes the coach more at ease when those threes are dropping like flies at a picnic.
It does. I mean, and it makes us hard to guard because you can't focus in on one player. When Mac is playing like he's playing at a high level, they can't focus on Xavier, and then that opens up the driving lane for James, and just a good collective game.
All in all, it seemed like that energized the offense, energized the defense, and the quickness that the squad showed in Tuesday night's big win over Union obviously was a benefit to the defensive results.
It was, because once you're scoring, I mean, it got the juices flowing. We got a couple of steals, and they kind of felt like that we can get steals when we wanted to, so they jumped out in the passing lanes, trapped a little bit. I mean, we didn't really press, but we got up close to them a little bit and got some steals, so that was a good thing.
What did you say to the team when it got down to 4 points? It had been 19. How did you get them to relax and finish?
Basketball is a game of runs. I mean, they were down 19, 20. To catch back up like that, they had to spend a tremendous amount of energy. So we knew that it was a game of runs, and I told them we got to get the balls into the right hands at the free throw line, and that's Xavier. So when he got it, hey, just hold it, knock down free throws, and the rest is history.
I kind of make tongue-in-cheek comments. A made free throw is kind of like finding a quarter out in the middle of the parking lot. It's free money.
Exactly, especially with him. I mean, he shoots the ball well from the perimeter. He's also our best free throw shooter. So when games get close, we're going to definitely get it in his hands so he can close out games for us.
You said right after the ball game, you celebrate that night and then go back to studying film for tonight's contest. Bartlesville Bruins, another Frontier Conference matchup. What can you tell us about the blue and white of Bartlesville?
They're well coached. Clint played at K-State. I mean, he's going to come in. He's going to have them ready. They got a good guard that's been carrying them thus far. So that's going to be our focal point, and we're going to try to close out, rebound the basketball, and just keep playing rougher basketball. You know, getting out in the lanes, fast breaking, and playing defense.
Any particular thing that you'll emphasize when you talk to the players here momentarily about what has to happen to put another consecutive victory in the win column?
Just stay solid and keep doing what we're doing. A couple of games early in the season, we got away from what we do. Just don't get away from what we do. Stay solid. And JB, he's our general. You know, if he's clicking and running the offense and on the defensive end, we're a pretty good basketball team. So that's going to be my message. Stay solid and do what we do, and let the chips fall where they may. And I think they'll fall on our favor.
Linwood Wade's pregame thoughts prior to tonight's Muskogee boys matchup against Bartlesville. Back with starting lineups and more when we continue following this timeout on Rougher TV.
Pioneer Abstract, proudly serving residential and commercial customers throughout Muskogee County since 1905. Serving banks, mortgage companies, and mortgage brokers with refinancing, purchase, 1031 tax-deferred exchanges, along with full escrow services and more. Pioneer Abstract offers the convenience of centralized services for escrow accounts, title insurance, and title searches. Pioneer Abstract, here yesterday, here today, and here tomorrow at 412 West Broadway in downtown Muskogee, or call Pioneer Abstract at 683-2904.
Back inside Ron D. Milam Fieldhouse, Bill Huddleston prior to tonight's men's action. Lady Ruffers got the win earlier tonight. Men will try to make it a sweep of the visitors from Bartlesville. Bruins are at 3-7. And a very young roster. Only one senior, 6'6", Adam Nagvinda. He'll be joined in the starting five by a sophomore, 5'11" Odie Ayapan, 6' junior Jordan Carter, 6'2" freshman David Castillo, and a 6'6" junior Nick Smith. We'll get the starting call for Clint Stewart, who's now in his 7th season at the Bartlesville basketball boss. Bruins were greatly disappointed. They let one slip away on Tuesday night after holding a 10-point lead with 3.5 minutes to go, only to see Tulsa, Washington fly back. Hornets get 2 free throws with 2 seconds left to escape with a 63-62 win. Muskogee, meanwhile, had a 3-point field day. 3-point field goals that were falling like snowflakes on a cold winter's day. The Keon Payne was in the zone, and the Ruffers jumped out to a big lead. And despite having a 20-point lead that slipped away, they secured the victory with the free throw line performance, going 13 of 18 from the stripe as a team and picking up the 67-57 win to improve to 5-3. Starting five for the Ruffers will be Javante Campbell, a 6'1" junior. The X-Man, Xavier Brown, a Vibe Top 100 pick. 15.8 points per ball game last season and had 24 points in the win on Tuesday over Union. McKeon Payne had 6 3-point baskets in the contest. He ends up with 20 points on the night. The 5'9" senior will join JBJ, James Brown Jr., 6' senior, and the fifth starter will be Joe Campbell, the 5'10" senior for head coach Linwood Wade, now in his 2nd season for Ruffer basketball. It's Muskogee and Bartlesville here tonight from Ron D. Milam Fieldhouse. Opening tip comes your way after this quick 30-second timeout on RougherTV.
We are what makes Oklahoma proud. We are mothers. We are coaches, counselors, and teachers. We are community. We are innovators in medical technologies. We are researchers developing breakthroughs to diagnose, treat, and cure diseases. We are everyday people. We are Northeastern Health Systems.
There's an old school way of doing business here at James Hodge Ford. Exceptional service, a firm handshake, and the best price around on a new Ford vehicle. Of course, don't forget our Hodge promise to you, our customer, that's stronger than oak. That's just a great way of doing business.
The James Hodge Ford Promise. The best selection, the absolute best price, and service guaranteed. James Hodge Ford, 1200 North Main, Muskogee. Online at hodgeford.com. Officials for tonight's game: Alan Richardson, Mitchell Gomez, and Allison Fry. Bartlesville will be in their traveling powder blue and white. White numerals, Bartlesville in block lettering across the front of the jersey. Ruffers in their home white, trimmed in green. Muskoge spelled out across the front, and we're ready to play basketball tonight here in Milam. Tips into the backcourt, but it's into the hands of the Ruffers, who on a catch and finish take the early lead. James Brown Jr. Well, the back tip came to the Muskogee player, not typically what you would have expected. Now walking the dribble, David Castillo. Bruins will try and control tempo. Back cut, Castillo inside, swatted away. Ruffers had a pair of players there. Joe Campbell and James Brown Jr., who got the swat, knocking the ball out of bounds. Throw the ball up the floor on the entry pass. Catch by Carter. That's fly shot from the elbow. That's no good. Brown on the outlet pass up the court in a hurry. With it, three-point shot. Left wing, bang! Xavier Brown. Now, Ruffers had their three-point mojo going on Tuesday night, and that's a good start there for the X-Man. 5-0 Muskogee. Ruffers in a 2-3 zone. Will step up and pressure the basketball, but drop inside and try to keep Nakvinda from getting easy touches. Left to right. Free throw line pass going to Ayayapan. Entry pass swatted away. Ruffers on a steal. Up the court in transition. Back it goes to JBJ. Off balance, and he kind of got caught in no man's land. And travels with it. Pats himself off on the chest as if to say, that's my bad, but I'll make up for it momentarily. Bruins last year won only one game. They picked up 3 victories so far this season. Pass the wing. There's the makeup. Nice give back. McKeon Payne to the window for the finish. After the steal by James Brown Jr., McKeon Payne with the bucket. 7-0 early on here in the opening quarter. Bruins David Castillo with a left-hand dribble. Ruffers chase and trap. Pass goes to the corner. Long three-pointers in and out, no good. The deflection out in the corner. Ruffers quickly in transition. Up the floor. Campbell to the paint. Left-hander layup good. Javante Campbell. And the Ruffers have raced out to a 9-0 advantage over the visitors from Bronzeville. And a quick timeout on the floor. Let's do the same. Back in 30 seconds on RougherTV.
In sports, having the right winning strategy is often the difference between winning and losing. The same is true when you need legal representation. For more than 15 years, the law offices of Michael A. Finnerty have successfully provided the winning strategy with excellence and integrity for the people of the Muskogee area in matters of personal injury, social security disability, and workers' compensation issues. The law office, Muskogee trusts Michael A. Finnerty, ready to develop a winning strategy. Michael A. Finnerty, 436 Court Street in Muskogee. Call 687-1155. Online at FinnertyLaw.com.
Fast start for the Ruffers. 3 points for the X-Man, Xavier Brown. 2 points each, JBJ, James Brown Jr., McKeon Payne, and Javante Campbell. 9-0 the early score. Bartlesville taking the timeout will have it. Carter working out in front of the Ruffer bench. Passing around the perimeter. Now with it, Ayapan. Top of the circle give to Castillo. Being chased by Payne. And as he drives between 2 defenders, Ruffers here are going to get ticketed for a slap. Foul on the Ruffers is on Payne, his first. Bruins will get possession for the throw-in. Nick Smith and Adam Nakvinda trying to give the Bruins some height on the low blocks. Out near the center line, David Castillo ripping a pass around to the left wing. Now back in the corner. Ayapan, top of the circle, give, and woo! That time Castillo wanted to shoot. Running out, ready for a swat was Javante Campbell. He pulled it down. And once you leave the feet off the ground, you better shoot it or pass it. That time he did neither. And the turnover. 5-12 and counting. Ruffers on a 9-0 lead. Kick it to the far corner. Keon for a three. Bang! He got another one. He had 6 on Tuesday night, and the Ruffers lead is 12-0. Ayapan, left side of the floor, trapped. Bad pass, but a whistle, and they're going to call a foul on the Ruffers. Foul will be whistled on James Brown Jr. His first, team foul number 2. But the Ruffers trying to use pressure to force turnovers. Head coach Linwood Wade shouting out defensive instructions. Now Ayapan from deep on the left side. No good. Offensive rebound. Close range putback for the 6'6 junior, Nick Smith. Ruffers quickly up the floor on the dribble, and James Brown Jr. going to get whistled for a carry the basketball violation. 12-2 Ruffers. 4:43 to play here in quarter number 1. Castillo with a right-hand dribble. Splits two defenders, goes inside, had the ball deflected, but on the strip, Xavier Brown, ball hits the inline. So Bartlesville will throw it in underneath their own basket. Lob pass way out front. Jordan Carter around to the left wing, right back to the top of the circle. Carter wants a three. This one's no good. The long bank off the rebound, out in the corner, picked up by McKeon Payne. James Brown Jr. coming with the right-hand dribble. Back to McKeon for another one. Yes, sir. McKeon Payne has 2 3-point baskets. He has 8 points in the contest, and the Ruffers are up by the Baker's dozen, 15-2. David Castillo working against the defense. Splits two defenders. Ooh, nice look pass inside. Nick Smith getting the finish. The Ruffers quickly come to the other end, and what do we got? We got a whistle on the drive inside by James Brown Jr. Foul will be called on Odie Ayapan. I asked for the correct pronunciation, and for our Bartlesville viewers, I hope I'm getting it right for the 5'11 sophomore Odie Ayapan. First on the inbound, McKeon. This time it skips off the rim, no good. In transition, Bruins with it quickly to the other end. Ayapan with it, one bounce. Out front into the catch of Jordan Carter. Castillo working off the pick and roll, kicks to the corner. Now to the free throw line, Nakvenda, he'll go inside, put it high off the glass. It's batted around, Ruffers come out of the fray with it. Jerron Campbell in the corner, McKeon, bang! He got another, that's Xavier Brown, not McKeon Payne. It's the X-Man with his second three. 18-4 Ruffers. Down the paint, shot deflected, offensive rebound, picked back up. Oh, nice continuation move that time by the freshman, David Castillo. 18-6, another three on the way is in and out, no good. Might have been some contact or probably a bit of flop. Bruins getting the rebound in transition. Castillo down the paint, this time plows over the Ruffer defender. And who would it be? The ever-energized McKeon Payne drawing the charge. Foul whistled on the Bruins. David Castillo, his first. Team foul number 2. The ball will go the way of the Ruffers. 2:47 left in the opening 8 minutes. JBJ, James Brown Jr. on a right-hand dribble out in the far right corner. To the end line. To Jerron Campbell. Free throw line give to the X-Man. He'll finish. Xavier Brown with his 8-point. And the Ruffers have a 20-6 lead here with 2:20 to go. Bartlesville side-to-side passing. Ball in the corner. Back out front. Nick Smith. He's got 4 of the 6 for the Bruins. Split the floor. First just trying to play that matchup zone. Lob it to the free throw line. Nakvenda. Back it goes to Ayapan. History is on the way. No good. Ruffers will let it bounce off the rim and out of bounds. 1:55 to play. We'll say this, when the ball goes up, you better be back because the Ruffers will sprint to the offensive end and in a hurry. James Brown Jr. with a left-hand dribble out on the left wing. Across the floor from McKeon Payne, feeling his mojo. Bang, he got another one. Oh, buddy. McKeon Payne with yet his 3rd three-pointer of the night. 11 to go here in the contest. Bruins with the basketball on the offensive end. Ayapan floats a pass out front, gets it right back. Now Nakvenda across the floor. Step and drive move, pull up at the three-point line. It's in and out, no good. Ripping down the rebound, Muskogee's Javante Campbell. He'll lead the break. Off to Jerron Campbell, who goes up and on the end line on a drive and stepped out of bounds. 6'3" junior getting a part of the big foot on the end line. Ruffers will turn it over with the clock running inside of a minute. Up 23-6. Castillo working on a bounce. Bruins taking time off the clock. Nakvinda in the far right corner. Outside give to Jordan Carter. Across the floor, Castillo for a three. This one's good. David Castillo with his 5th point of the ball game. 23-9, 32 seconds to go here in the quarter. Ruffers may opt to go for one or something high percentage. Keon Payne working out on the big Ruffer block him. 19 seconds as he just backs away out near the center stripe. Keon Payne going to wait on the screen. Stop and go, try to find a pass, give it up to Jerron Campbell, and he traveled with it. Indecisiveness that time by Jerron. And the Ruffers will give it back to Bartlesville with 3.4 seconds. Entry pass, Ayapan along the end line.
Experts, Excel Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine. With 16 locations and no physician referral required, you can begin healing today. From setback to comeback, the name you can trust, Excel Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine. Look for us online at exceltherapyok.com.
There has never been a better time to buy than now. Drive a little, save a lot at Nissan of Muskogee Ultimate Used Car Sales Event. Save thousands now on all in-stock models. Come see us today at Nissan of Muskogee. Online at nissanofmuskogee.com. nissanofmuskogee.com. That's right, nissanofmuskogee.com. Use your cell phone, tablet, computer, we don't care. Just shop our huge selection of new and used online and then just pick, click, and drive. Why wait? It's that easy. Log on today at nissanofmuskogee.com.
Well, the first 8 minutes tonight has been the Kiki and X-Man show. Keon Payne with 11 points on 3 3-point baskets. And Xavier Brown with 8 to lead the point parade. 23-9 as we start the second quarter. Bruins with the basketball. Ayapan for Bartlesville trying to pass to the side, and nice read that time by Jerron Campbell. But in his motion to steal the pass, he put his foot on the black line. That's out of bounds. Bartlesville will get it back. Wait. Lob it into the back court. Carter with the catch and advancing dribble. Down the lane to the rim. Can't get the follow. There's Nakvinda to pick up the trash. The 6'6 senior putting it back up and in. 23-11. McKeon Payne going to dribble inside. He's going to get a little elbow bump from Simeon Gilkey. Gilkey will draw his first foul. That'll be team foul number 4 on the Bruins. Or 3, Rick, that. Entry pass. Javante Campbell, change of direction, up and under with the left hand. Little sweet little kiss off the window. Campbell with his 4th point of the night. Back to a 14-point lead. Pass Ayapan in the right corner. Guarded closely by Campbell. Bruins passing it on the perimeter. Ruffers just seeming to challenge every pass, every angle. Castillo working on the bounce. Being defended by Xavier Brown. Pass across the floor. This one's intercepted. On the run out, Javante Campbell. He sees it. He'll go to the glass in midair, change hands, and with the left hand, spin it off the glass for 2. 27-16. I think JC was thinking about a flush, but decided to lay it off the window. Ayapan, top of the circle, give to Gilkey. Now lob it in along the block. Nakvinda backing his way to the glass. Shot deflected from behind by Keon Payne. Up the court, Ruffers with it. James Brown Jr. cross left, right to the window. Basket and one. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. The layup for James Brown Jr. going to be waved off. They'll call it a player control foul on the Ruffers senior. Allison Fry, the official underneath, didn't, as Norman Vincent Peale used to say, win friends and influence people. Well, she didn't influence anybody right there, except in a negative way if you're a Ruffer fan. Outside Ayapan in the corner. Float the pass off to Carter, and as he changes the direction, he'll travel with it. Substitution for the Ruffers. DeAndre Titsworth, first time coming in tonight, as JBJ will go to the bench with his second personal foul. What an individual move by the Ruffers senior for the parent basket, but the follow-through and the collision and the player control foul eliminated the score. 27-11 Muskogee. It's been all green and white tonight. Campbell down the lane, driving inside. Block going to be called here. Oh, my goodness. Well, a moment ago was a player control. This one, it's a player control foul. Campbell will get the basket. The foul on Simeon Gilkey, his second, but the free throw by Campbell is off the mark. 29-11, Ruffers. Inside, Castillo to the rim. Soft bounce off the iron, drops in. And the whistle and the foul will be called on Muskogee. It'll be on Javante Campbell. His first, team foul number 4. A basket and one opportunity for the Bartlesville freshman, David Castillo. Drops in the easy basket. 29-14, 5:40 in the clock running at halftime. Right side, Jerron Campbell for a three that's no good. Trying to save it was Javante Campbell, and he can't do it. And it'll be Bruins basketball. David Castillo leading the Bruins scoring attack. He's got 8 so far. He's working on the dribble out in the center of the court. Bruins flash the 2 postmen high. The pass goes to Iapan. Now back out front, losing the basketball. Picked up by the Bruins. Iapan in traffic across to Castillo. Pivots in the paint. Backs outside, free throw line right side. Change of direction behind his back. Up and under. Nice move by the freshman. This cat's got some game. David Castillo with 10 points. 29-16. Ruffers out of the far corner. Titsworth on a three that's no good. Jerron Campbell the rebound. They'll call it on the floor. Odie Iapan with his second personal foul. Fifth team foul on the Bruins. 29-16. Ruffers will inbound. Titsworth trying to go baseline. Skips it to the corner. Now Campbell inside to the window. High off the glass with a deflection. Jerron Campbell, the 6'3 junior, with his first points of the night. 31-16. Iapan from the right wing. No. With the ball stripped out of the hands of McKeon Payne. Last touch by Adam Nukvenda. And the Ruffers will have control. 4:30 to play, 31-16. Looking for a halftime visit with the Ruffers' #1 fan and superintendent of schools, Dr. Jared Mendenhall, who talked during the women's contest halftime rest about the challenges of playing the COVID game. Three-pointer by McKeon Payne is no good for the Ruffers. We hope to visit with him about the continuation of the construction projects going on around town. Foul will call on Jaron Campbell, his first. Team foul number 5. Campbell will go out. Bryce Duncan, a 6'4 junior, will check in for head coach Linwood Wade. Entry pass intended in the corner for Iapan, and it goes off his fingertips. I guess actually nobody touched it because the official will take it up for the previous play of the spot throw-in. Ruffers led it 23-9 at halftime, or after one quarter. They've outscored the Bruins 8-7 here in the first 4 minutes of quarter number 2. Now Titsworth right side, launches a three that's no good. Gilkey with the rebound. His bounce pass kicked by McKeon Payne, and the ball will go back to the Bruins. Like the women, men's action scheduled for Tuesday night at Broken Arrow canceled. The original schedule has entry into the Rogers tournament next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. From the right corner, a three on the way. No good by Nagvinda. Rebounded by the Ruffers. Javante Campbell in the corner. Going to give it off to the X-Man. Come back to the point. Keon for another three. This one's front rim a bit short. Bruins work the basketball around the perimeter. Ayapan, left elbow. Had it punched away from behind. Outlet pass in a hurry. Back it comes to Titsworth. He can't hold the dribble, but had to recollect in the corner. X-Man for a three. This one's short. And the Bruins force a one-and-done trip. In transition, the ball free on the floor, and we'll get a hell ball arrow. Red light pointing Muskogee way. Simeon Gilkey was trying to get a timeout, but couldn't get the whistle. Nakvenda will go out, and Nick Smith will return for the Bruins. Javante Campbell, left right hand bounce over to McKeon Payne. Tightly defended by Castillo. Now back to the left side. Ruffers just patiently wait. Rice Duncan will set a pick. Campbell in the paint, up and under, off the glass, short, no good. Pushed back up by Titsworth, won't fall. Bruins get to the miss. Smith off the rebound, down the floor. Castillo to the window, shot no. Ruffers can't hold on to it. Now outside, three on the way from the point is good by Jordan Carter. And just like that, head coach Ruffers with a entry play violation will turn it over. Simeon Gilkey out of the game. And Nakvinda returns. A lob it inside to the big fella. It's poked away from behind by McKeon Payne. That's just the result of some film study. Bounce pass. Javante Campbell working the point. 6'1" junior guard with the dribble, listening intently to his head coach. As the clock dwindles down under 2 minutes to play. Got to get some separation. There's a 5-second goal. Campbell, I think, thought he had separation when he backed up. Apparently, what appeared to be a turnover will go as a quick 30-second timeout. As head coach Linwood Wade screaming for it, knowing the count was counting down. Let's take the break. Pick up a word of encouragement from one of our many sponsors, including JTK Imaging Services here on RougherTV.
JTK Imaging Services of Muskogee brings mobile digital imaging to you anytime, anywhere. JTK Imaging Services offers parents-to-be excitement and comfort of 3D and 4D ultrasound with ultrasound as low as $100. Services at JTK Imaging Services also include mobile digital ultrasound and x-ray anytime you need them. Discover the difference online at jtkimagingservices.com. JTK Imaging Services of Muskogee at 1631 North Main.
Whistle sounds. That'll bring us back to play. Ruffers will have the basketball, leading 31-19. Rice Duncan, McKeon Payne, Xavier Brown, Javante Campbell, and Andre Titsworth. Now the Bruins going to come and trap every dead ball. Duncan out in the far right side, and he's looking for an outlet pass and took an extra step of travel. So off the pressure, the Ruffers turn it over. And the Bruins, with 1:40 left, will try to cut this one down to at least 10 or possibly 9 on this possession. Castillo and Nakvinda in the corner. Ayapan for a three from the left side. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Ayapan with his first points of the ball game. Just like that, it's a 9-point contest. Xavier Brown with it, looking for an outlet pass. Gives it for Javante Campbell. He can't control it. It's loose on the floor, but Campbell will chase it down. Now with 47 seconds left before halftime. Ruffers holding to a 9-point spread. Keon Payne picking up the pass, floats it over to the right wing. Inside, Campbell down the paint, back to Keon in the corner. Xavier Brown for a three. He strings up the violin. The 3-point basket for for the X-Man, Xavier Brown. Bruins Nakvinda inside. Ball passed away, and Nick Smith couldn't hold on to it as he fumbles it out of bounds. 34-22, 19 seconds left. Ruffers might well go for the last second shot. Titsworth's pass across the floor intercepted. Ruffers steal and then trying to get back for his mistake on the, and a blocking foul, or a foul called on Muskogee with 0.7 left to go. The foul will be on DeAndre Titsworth. His second, and that'll send the Bruins Jordan Carter to the line. He'll shoot 2, fouled in the act of shooting with 0.7 seconds left to go before intermission. First free throws up, in and out, no good. Bruins as a team are 1 of 2 here in the half. Carter with one dribble, flips the rest on the release. It's short, the ball free, buzzer sounds, and we'll go to halftime. So Muskogee with some three-point shooting early builds a 14-point lead after 1, but there at the half, still up by 12, 34-22. Back with more Rougher basketball after this timeout on Rougher TV.
Tradition, it's a word that means a lot. Just as the tradition of the Muskogee Ruffers requires commitment of great players and coaches, Lesher Millsap Funeral Home takes pride in providing great value and commitment every day with a tradition of service to the families of the Muskogee area. Just like in football, tradition must be earned on every play, every day, not just in the final score. And that's why you can trust Lesher Millsap Funeral Home to be there for you.
Ruffers on your drive to win in 2020.
Your new home isn't so far away with the help of Muskogee Mortgage, 3241 Chandler Road, Muskogee, and online at MuskogeeMortgage.com.
Welcome back inside Rodney Mountain Fieldhouse. Halftime, Ruffers up by 12, 34-22. Getting ready for a little special halftime entertainment from the Muskogee High School cheer squad. So while they put all the mats together, let's find out what's going on in the building projects around town as a result of the passage of the big bond issue, and now the ground construction starting. It was easy to see the big light poles out just to the west of the high school here, signifying the start of a new field house. But Dr. Jared Mendenhall, Superintendent of Schools, there's much more than just the start of the football field underway in Muskogee Public Schools.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a lot of work that we're doing right now. We've got a brand new building being built for an elementary, Tony Getz Elementary. We tore it down to the ground and actually built it from scratch, and it's going really, really well. They started putting up sheetrock this week, so we're going to be really right on the mark as far as being able to move in next year. And then also Alice Robertson. You know, that's such a historical site. I mean, it's been there, over 80 years, and we tore some of that down and rebuilt it. And so our 8th and 9th graders are going to actually attend that school. So we're very excited about the work that's being done. It really transforms a lot of our school sites and really makes it look really, really nice. Now, I'll tell you, the one that everybody's really excited about is the one up on the hill.
Exactly.
I call it up on the hill up there by Bacone. We bought 20 acres up there and able to really do a good job with kind of putting all of our facilities together. You don't have to drive across town to practice and do all of those kinds of things. So we're going to have a football field.
Shawnee Boulevard.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. The only thing to do at Shawnee Boulevard is you go over there to get you some lumber at Lowe's or get you an ice cream cone at Brahms.
Exactly.
So we're able to really do a great job with keeping everybody on the same side of the street. I know that was a concern when we actually first recommended the bond issue. A lot of people had a little bit of a concern on that. So I was really happy to be able to buy that land right adjacent to our school, and we're in the process of really doing our underground utilities, really going over it and making sure that our building pad is ready for our field house, and you should see everything really start taking shape here probably within the next 6 to 8 months.
Well, it's certainly nice to see that construction going on. Of course, we're being maybe drowned out just a little bit by a very energetic group of Muskogee High School cheerleaders that are preparing for their state performance coming up the end of this month. But still, Dr. Mendenhall, I'm impressed with the way you and your team, you and your cabinet have been able to manage all the different parts, from COVID to construction to recently hiring a new football coach.
Yeah, it's been quite an interesting time. I'll tell you, just all of the work that's gone into each one of the projects has really taken a lot of time. I've got a guy named Lance Crawley. He's our chief administrative officer, and he's really done a great job of organizing and making sure that we're staying on track with our construction. Now, the other stuff, you talked a little bit about the football coach, and I'll talk a little bit about that if you'd like to.
Sure.
I think it's really one of those things that Travis is Travis Hill has been here, so he's not a stranger to our program. He's not a stranger to us at all here in Muskogee, so we're excited to have him. He is already in the process of hiring a new offensive and defensive coordinator, and I think you're going to be really impressed with the types of individuals that he brings in.
In the background on our video, you can see the Muskogee High School cheerleaders who will compete in the OSSA State Championships the end of this month. And I know that's something that's important to you too, Dr. Mendenhall, to see all of the different groups, whether it's football, basketball, whether it's cheer or drama or vocal music, to perform at a championship level. And these young ladies will compete for a state championship on January 30th.
It's kind of one of those things. As I watch these young ladies and young men out here performing right now in front of us, I tell you, they spend a lot of time, and it's about engaging students in something. And what I'm really proud of is that, they just did a performance. It's 2 minutes. You're on stage for 2 minutes, but those student athletes, they spend a lot of time to get to that 2 minutes. And so the high expectation is that, they keep score for a reason. And I talk about that all the time. The expectation is look at a state championship and work backwards from there and work our kids to where they have a chance to win a state championship, whether it's in cheerleading, in football, baseball, soccer, whatever it is. We need to really look to that as our ultimate goal. What I've noticed about Muskogee is that we have wonderful kids. Our kids really want to be trained. They want to be coached. And I tell you, we have fantastic athletic students. And so I'm really a proponent of really doing our part as adults to make sure that we can get those students over the hump.
The other thing I would bring up, too, is the way in which you and your staff and all the schools have expanded the social media connection with this community. There's been times in the past that really nobody knew what was going on. And I don't mean that negatively. It just wasn't available. But you've opened the door, and you and your teams at all levels have opened a communication path so that parents, whether they be mom and dad, grandma, grandpa, aunt.
Information that he put out almost on a daily, many, many times on a social media platform, you begin to sit there and you think, okay, then that's probably a platform we all need to be using to get our information out. So been proud of that and really been, I think, very transparent with the information. One of the things that I talk about all the time is it takes about, 200 positive stories to offset a one negative story. We're going to have negative stories.
Sure.
We're going to have things that make people make mistakes. We're in the people business. But I will tell you this. If you don't tell the good stories, nobody else is going to tell them for you. And so I talk a lot about how important it is that we tell our story. And I'll tell you, good things are happening in Muskogee Public Schools every single day. And I think that's the story that we've got to tell. And it's everything from a child that's just light bulbs come on and now all of a sudden he's reading for the first time to, winning a game. So I think those are really important things for us to communicate to our community. And what I have found is they not only appreciate it, but now they've learned to expect it. And I will tell you that's a good thing. That keeps us fresh and on our toes to make sure that we're doing it. I was going to mention this. I do a weekly video
yes.
now, and I talked to Steve Braun the other day, our communications guy. I said, I have never been on video as much as I have in this position. I've been here 3 years, and I've been on video so much, and I used to hate it. Now it's kind of like just second nature to me. But I will tell you, I used to write constantly. I did a communication on Mondays. I would send to my staff across the district. I would, kind of give them an update, a Monday morning memo, if you will. Now it's a video, and the prep for that video is pretty. To get about 3 minutes, it takes about an hour of prep to get that information out there. But we've learned that that's the right thing to do, and our people have learned to expect it.
Well, the students, the teachers, and the patrons of Muskogee Public Schools certainly appreciate that diligent effort to open the lines of communication, and not just through the social media. I know there's always an open door at the second floor of the Board of Education facility.
It really is. I've really tried hard. I know that's a cliche when people talk about an open door policy, but very rarely do I have my door shut. And I'm going to tell you that people come and see me all the time without appointments, and they're going to get a chance to come in and have a conversation. And so it's been a two-way street. I mean, I think if I communicate with them, they're going to communicate with me, and I really want that. So I appreciate the work that people are doing inside our district and outside our district.
Well,
so,
Dr. Mendo, we do appreciate everything that the administrative staff, the teachers, and the students and the athletes are all doing to make Muskogee a fun place to be and winning the Muskogee way.
Thank you so much for having me.
Dr. Jared Mendenhall, Superintendent of Schools in Muskogee, back with the start of the second half. After this timeout, this is Rougher Basketball on RougherTV.
The Muskogee Athletic Department would like to recognize its proud Rougher Athletics sponsors: Armstrong Bank, Oklahoma Army National Guard, Arvest Bank, Chick-fil-A Muskogee, Neighbors Building Neighborhoods, St. Francis Muskogee, Tommy Nix Auto Group, Springs Skilled Nursing and Therapy. Go Roughers!
Welcome back inside Rodney Bottom Fieldhouse, where at halftime, Muskogee Roughers have built a 34-22 lead. Roughers built a 23-9 advantage after the opening 8 minutes. Then Bartlesville came back in the second quarter, outscoring the Roughers 13-11 to leave it at the 12-point difference as we start quarter number 3. David Castillo, Jordan Carter, Adam Nakvinda, Odi Ayapan, and Nick Smith, the 5 on the floor. Top of the circle, 3 on the way is no good. Sky high for the rebound goes Javante Campbell. Off to the X-Man, seeing his teammate underneath. Shot put up from close range, no good, but rebounded, and then back out front. Go to the far left side. McKeon Payne, who had 3 3-point baskets in the opening 2 quarters. Young man's got a shooting touch. 5'9" junior. No look inside. Shot put up on the doorstep. Partially blocked on the shot attempt by Joe Campbell. Bruins in transition. Castillo across the floor. Give to Ayapan. He'll fire from 3. It glances the front iron. No good. Outlet pass deflected near the center line, stolen by the Bruins. Now back to Castillo. He wants 3. It won't go. And skying high for the rebound is JBJ, James Brown Jr. Keon Payne, wrap pass inside, double clutch. Shot won't fall on the attempt by Campbell, but the foul will be on the Bruins. Foul will be on Adam Nakvinda. First personal, team foul number 1 of the half. And Javante Campbell, who's 0 for 1 tonight from the stripe, will be at the line to shoot 2. First one off the mark, no good. Campbell, the only Rougher that's been to the free throw line tonight. As now Jerron Campbell comes out, replacing Joe Campbell. Second free throw also off the mark. So the Roughers are 0 for 3 from the charity stripe. Castillo from out front, it won't fall. Rebound deflected, controlled. Back it comes to James Brown Jr. in the far corner. Xavier Brown for 3, swish. He got it on the cross-court pass from JBJ, the X-Man for the 3-point basket. 37-22. Right side, Carter advancing to the free throw line. Shot blocked. Keon Payne with the block. Up the floor it comes to the X-Man. He'll lay it up on the finger roll. Defense to offense. 39-22. Muskogee 6:05 or 6:03 for 2-1. You can see the clock. Roughers with a 17-point lead. And now we got a whistle and a 5-second close call. Keon Payne defending against Odi Ayapan. And the turnover will give it back to Muskogee. Quickly, Xavier Brown, right side, shake and bake move, going on the inline. Reverse, come back out front. James Brown Jr. Right wing. Campbell with it, waits on the pick. Couldn't get the pass inside. Go to McKeon for a three. This one's front rim, short bounce high. Bruins collect the rebound. Quickly, Carter to the offensive end. He'll go to the opposite corner. Iapan for a three. It's no good, but the length of the Bruins unable to control the rebound. Muskogee in a fast break. Keon Payne. Off it goes to JBJ along the inline, trying to go to the corner. And the quick hands of Nick Smith will deflect it out of bounds. It'll be Muskogee basketball. 39-22. Ruffers on their end of the floor with the basketball. Entry pass going off to Jerron Campbell. Out front to James Brown Jr., who I've tagged with the JBJ title. Now left side, Javonte Campbell. Back, nice pick and roll that just missed. Jerron kind of got caught up in the track as he spins, and the bounce pass from Campbell rolls out of bounds on the turnover. And head coach Linwood Wade just shakes his head. Next time. Hicks outside to Castillo at the elbow. Drive inside. Blocking foul is going to be called. This will be on Muskogee. Foul will be on McKeon Payne. That'll be his second. It's a shooting foul. And David Castillo will be at the line for a pair. Officials explaining the call to the score table. Trio of officials tonight: Mitchell Gomez, Allison Fry, and the lead referee, Alan Richardson. First free throw is up and in for David Castillo. He's got 11. Make it 12. He's perfect from the stripe, 3 for 3. 39-24 Ruffers. Bruins bring a trap in the backcourt. Open pass goes to McKeon Payne. Goes in traffic on the attacking dribble, and the foul called as Nakvinda didn't give much space and knocks McKeon Payne to the floor. Second foul on Nakvinda and the second team foul of the half. Ruffers on the throw-in. James Brown Jr. up and under, the spin off the glass, falls short. Iapan across the timeline on the dribble. Back pass, gets it in the corner, wants to go in line. Now back to Castillo, who with a left-hand dribble goes inside, lost possession of it. Ruffers up the floor. Iapan says, oh no, I'm not going to let the big guy flush me. He backs away, and the Ruffers, James Brown Jr. finishes with his second field goal. But then in transition, Bruins attack the rim. The bucket and one for Nick Smith. The basket counts for Nick Smith. The foul was on McKeon Payne. That's his third. The official clock says 2. I've got 3. Smith makes the free throw. Bruins as a team are 4 of 6 from the line. 41-27. James Brown Jr. behind the back. Takes it all the way down the rim. Little finger roll. Up and in. Quickly in transition, Bruins come back. Smith to the glass. Shot rolls over the rim and falls in. 6'6" junior getting his motor revved up. He's got 8 points here in the contest. 43-29. Keon Payne going inside. Kiss it off the glass. Oh my goodness. That's one of those, I kissed her goodnight, but I don't want anybody to know about it. The basket will count. The foul will be on Nick Smith. Maybe it's a blind date and he got a kiss at the doorstep. Now he'll get a chance to shake her hand and go home. Keon Payne with his 13th point of the night, make it 14. 46-29 Ruffers. Bruins side to side in the pass, intended for Nakvinda, but from behind, ball poked free by James Brown Jr., or actually by Jerron Campbell. Back to McKeon, wants 3, this one's short. pulled his arm just a little bit quick. Castillo on the dribble into the offensive end. Use a little forearm push off to get separation. Pass it back to the wing for a three that's no good. And underneath, it's the X-Man, Xavier Brown, with a rebound. McKeon Payne going to race it end to end. He'll flip it back out on the side. 3 minutes left here in quarter number 3. Ruffers have expanded the margin to 17, 46-29. Free throw line pass. Ooh, nice look inside. Ball was blocked. Back out front and retry. Good play by Castillo to block the shot to Javante Campbell. Brown, off it goes to Jerron Campbell. He'll go to the free throw line. Back to the X-Man. Stop and go. Wrap it around, inside, up and under, and finish. Jaron Campbell with his 4th point of the night. 48-29. Bruins with the basketball. Smith working at the top elbow, lobs the pass for Nagvenda. It's knocked away. Ruffers with a steal. Now quickly up into the offensive end. Xavier Brown patiently waits. Sizes his defender, goes to the glass, couldn't get the reverse spin off the window, but he'll get the shot opportunity from the free throw line. As Odi Ayapan picks up his 3rd personal foul.
And for Muskogee, number 11, James Brown Jr.
James Brown Jr. will be at the line to shoot 2. He kind of iced the game on Tuesday night with some crucial free throws down the stretch. First one here, hits the shooter's roll and crawls in. 7 points for Brown now tonight. A 20-point lead. And the Ruffers senior will try to make it 21, but has this one spin away, no good. Carter out front, Castillo, pass deflected, off the fingertips of Javante Campbell, but then from behind, the Ruffers get it back after it was kicked away. Now McKeon Payne going on the end line, outside to James Brown Jr. Quickness is the advantage of the Ruffers. Brown will dribble by the defender, taking the youngster to school. The senior takes the sophomore to class and finishes. James Brown Jr. with 9 points, and Bartlesville wants a timeout with 1:36 to play. Here in quarter number 3, it's 51-29 Ruffers when we come back.
From 2 stories to 20. From ready apps to emergency response. From your community to a nationwide network. The cleanup specialists at 1-800-SERVE-PRO. Everything under your roof, everyone under ours. Helping to make fire and water damage like it never even happened.
Call ServPro of Muskogee 918-931-4490 or online at servepromuskogee.com.
The mission of St. Francis Health System to extend the presence and healing ministry of Christ means not only being there for the healthcare needs of individuals, but also making a positive impact in the communities we serve, offering support through thousands of jobs and through causes that unite us and promote health and wellness for all. We show our gratitude for the opportunity to serve by living our mission every day. St. Francis Health System. Healthcare for life.
1:36 left here in quarter number 3. 51-29. Ruffers were up 34-22 at halftime. So a 17-7 run here in the 3rd. Castillo, pass to the corner. Ayapan for a 3 that glances the front rim, and it comes right back to him. He'll take it in the paint. Top of the circle give. 3-pointer this time on a catch-and-shoot finish. Jordan Garner, his 2nd 3-point basket. 51-32. James Brown Jr. sees the defender, drives past all the way to the glass, and got a little push from behind on the finish. It falls off the side, no good, but he'll have 2 free throws. As the foul called on Odi Ayapan. 4th personal foul on the young sophomore. And JBJ will go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw's up. This one spins it back in. His 10th point of the night. 52-32. Give him aces, Wild, 11 points. And it's a 21-point lead as the clock goes under a minute to go. Castillo in the corner. Long three is on the way. Ruffers block out. Come up with a loose ball. Off it comes to James Brown Jr. Back to McKeon Payne. Might have got away with steps. Goes the pass, top of the circle. Three is off the mark, no good. That one actually hit the chin on the rebound of James Brown Jr. Now Castillo driving down the paint, and on his move to the window, the basket will go. The continuation will count the basket. And the foul will be called on Javante Campbell. Castillo's been the offensive machine tonight for the Bruins. He's got 14. 53-34. Simeon Gilkey. Coming aboard, and Cooper Wood, a 6'4" freshman, checking in for head coach Clint Stewart, who's in his 7th season. Stewart played collegiately in the Kansas State from 2004 through 2008. Castillo with his 15th point of the night. 27 seconds left to go here in the third. Pass to the right corner. McKeon Payne will catch. He'll fling a three that rims in and out, no good. Carter in transition. Back it comes to Gilkey all the way inside. The shot goes up. The contact will result in a foul against the Ruffers. Foul will be on Jared Campbell, his second. Simeon Gilkey, a 6'1" freshman, will be at the line for the 1+. Or actually a 2-shot foul. He misses the first. As I said, a very young roster. Just one senior, Adam Nuckvinda. Everybody else will return next year. Second free throw will not go. Ball deflected around, but it ends up in the hands of the only senior, and he knows what to do with it for the finish. 53-37, go to the corner. Three-pointer on the way, short, no good at the buzzer. And after 3 quarters of play, it's a 16-point lead for the Ruffers. 53-37, 8 minutes left to go tonight inside Ron D. Milam Fieldhouse when we return on Rougher TV.
Finding your happy place is something special, and it's different for everyone. You probably already know where to find yours, and TTCU Federal Credit Union can help you get there. Right now, you can earn up to a $200 bonus when you open a new checking account with direct deposit. So wherever your happy place finds you, TTCU will meet you there. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
In times of need, it's comforting to see faces of people you know and trust. Cornerstone Funeral Home in Muskogee cherishes the opportunity to be there for you and your family in life's most challenging times when friends are most important. Cornerstone Funeral Home and Crematory welcomes the opportunity to answer any questions regarding planning and pre-arrangements for you and your loved ones. Experience the difference. Cornerstone Funeral Home, 1830 North York in Muskogee, where you'll find faces you know and reputations you trust.
Well, in the background, you heard the familiar phrase, on Muskogee. Ruffers 8 minutes away from a second straight win this week. They'll have the fourth quarter throw-in, leading 53-37. Xavier Brown, Javante Campbell, Jerron Campbell, back to the X-Men at the right elbow. Go to the corner, come back out front. McKeon Payne, the 5th member of the Ruffer lineup. And a no-look pass inside from Brown. Campbell can't hold on to it. Ruffers will force up a turnover. Bartlesville in the powder blue and white. Castillo at the right elbow, spins in from behind, had it ball stolen away by Brown. Up the court, 2-on-2 to the glass, and one! got the steal, got the finish, and the free throw to follow. Foul charge to Cooper Wood, his first. James Brown with his 13th point of the night. He'll look for number 14. Lane violation on the Bruins as David Castillo had a foot in the paint before the release. So it's as if it never happened. Just like Serpro will serve you up when you need them. Their repair services will leave it as if it never happened. Free throw, again, is off the mark, no good, but Gilkey can't hold on to it. Fumbles it away out of bounds. Muskogee will have the basketball on the throw-in. Keon Payne out in the far left corner. In the paint, Javonte Campbell on the doorstep. Shot won't fall, but the slap by Simeon Gilkey is going to result in a foul. His third. 17th foul on the visitors. And Campbell, who is wearing the collar from the stripe, 0 for 3. Will 1 for 4 from the line with 7 points tonight. 56-37. Make it 57. 57-37, 8 points for Javonte Campbell. Castillo working one-on-one against Campbell. Passes it to the corner. Carter with a three that's short. And the little fella that can sky high, the Keon Payne with the rebound. The affair, Riverhawks. Ruffers, James Brown Jr. in the paint. Lost the basketball on the strip by Gilkey. And then in the fight for possession, we get a hell ball called. And the red light points the way at Bartlesville. Ruffers 57, Bartlesville 40. Nakvinda, Castillo, Gilkey, Wood, and Carter for Bartlesville. Off the screen, Castillo working, passing it off to Nakvinda. Pump fake to the right, stops and drops another three. Adam Nakvinda with back-to-back three-point baskets. And the Bruins trying to screen and the clock running. 57-43 as Castillo works outside. He and Carter play catch with it as the Ruffers try to trap. Carter will attack the lane, pull up a little teardropper. It's no good, short, knocked back outside. Castillo go up and under with a reverse spin. Nice one-on-one move by the freshman. 17 points for David Castillo. Ruffers with the basketball. McKeon Payne outside. Puts the ball on the floor, lobs it inside. Oh, nice skip pass on the doorstep. Javonte Campbell with the finish. But that's all set up by the unselfish effort of McKeon Payne. 59-45, Ruffers holding to a 14-point cushion. That's the same margin they had after the opening quarter. Carter's pass to the side, deflected. Loose came off the official. Back it comes to the rim. Drop it over the top, Javonte Campbell. The deflected pass hit the official, Allison Fry, but she's on the floor in the area play, so she's just like another piece of the hardwood. And the Ruffers get the basket. 61-56 entry pass. Again, stolen away by the Ruffers. Transition all the way to the other end. Ball blocked from behind. Castillo with a great come from behind defensive effort. Now goes behind his back. He'll stop at the elbow and pop. It's no good. And there is James Brown Jr. for yet another rebound. Ruffers up the floor as the clock winds under 4 minutes to play. Brown back to the corner. X-man for a three. Ring it up. Xavier Brown with 19 points. 64-45, and Clint Stewart wants a timeout. 3:40 to play tonight here at Rodney Milam Fieldhouse. Back in a moment. You're watching and listening to Rougher TV.
New Silverados up to 15,000 in total savings. Hi, Jay Hodge, and it really is the best time to buy at the all-new Jay Hodge Chevrolet Muskogee. Tell them, Rick.
Summer sale down of all new 2020s.
New Silverados up to 15,000 total savings.
Don't overpay, come see 15KJ.
New Silverados up to 15,000 total savings at the all-new Jay Hodge Chevrolet of Muskogee.
144 West Shawnee.
30-second timeout taken by Bartlesville. 3:40 to go in the game. Xavier Brown with 19 points, McKeon Payne with 14, James Brown Jr. with 13. The trio of point producers for head coach Linwood Wade tonight. David Castillo working out front against the defense and trying to reach in and knock the ball free, and he got a piece of the arm. Foul on the Ruffers senior, he'll be his third. 6th team foul on Muskogee. Gilkey goes to the bench, and coming back will be 6'6" junior Nick Smith. Bounce pass, Iapan back out front. Castillo being defended. Ruffers trap. Castillo takes it, lost possession of it, and then on an outlet pass, there's contact, and a foul will be called on Adam Nuckvinda. Incidental as it was, it results in a foul. It's the 8th, and they'll want a premature. So Brown will get a chance to retry the 1+. He got it. Overs is what you call that. Over easy that time for James Brown Jr. And Clint Stewart is up off the bench, and he wants a timeout. And the two teams will go to the bench. Let's take a quick timeout here on Rougher TV. 65-45 Muskogee. We're back after this.
When you come home after a long day, Bravado Wireless Home Internet has you covered in your neighborhood or on your farm. For a limited time, our unlimited home internet has been discounted to only $49 per month with the purchase of a $99 router. And get this, the first 3 months of service is on us. So what are you waiting for? Make the switch today and visit us at bravadowireless.com for more info and to find a store near you. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
Hope you're enjoying our coverage of Rougher basketball here in 2021. And Xavier Brown will be at the line. He'll have one free throw remaining. Clint Stewart thought the violation had voided the 1+ opportunity. But the retry let X finish it. Now he'll have a chance to go 2 for 2. And he does. 21 points tonight for the Rougher senior. That's after 24 on Tuesday against Union. 66-45. Castillo over to Smith, wants a three that clangs off the front of the rim. Xavier Brown will lead the charge to the offensive end. Skip the pass over the floor. Ruffers just high arcing passes side to side. Now no-look pass inside, standing uncontested on a rifle shot from McKeon Payne. Javante Campbell with the catch and finish. 68-45. Pass across the floor, stolen away to the rim, lay it up good. All the fans were begging. They wanted Javante with the flush, but it says, I'll just make sure to score. But then nobody on the other end got back, and scoring for Bartlesville was Nick Smith. 2:21 to play. Campbell, drive past the defender to the rim, no good. Rebound swatted to the floor, caught inside by the Ruffers' Jerron Campbell. He can't finish it, and then it's loose on the hardwood, and Muskogee will have it. James Brown Jr. working against the defense of David Castillo. Had the ball deflected, and he's able to save it. Pass getting a little bit chippy out of the floor. And a nice wraparound pass from Jerron to Javante for the finish. 18 points. Bruins with the quick misfire. McKeon Payne with the basketball. 72-47. Ruffers speeding into the front court. Backdoor pass. McKeon Payne to James Brown Jr. for 2 more. 15 points for JBJ. 74-47. Bruins inside. Catch and finish off the putback by Nick Smith. And Muskogee's going to call a timeout. 74-49 Ruffers. 1:14 to play here tonight, and the frontline guys have done their work. JBJ with 15 points, James Brown Jr. McKeon Payne with 14 points, Xavier Brown with 21, and Javante Campbell with 18. 4 players go to double digits. That typically spells success, and that's the way it's going to be here tonight. 74-49 with 1:14 to play. Ruffers will have the basketball on the timeout. The possession arrow pointing their way as well. A lot of new faces out there now for Muskogee. Bryce Duncan is aboard, along with T.K. Thompson, Raheem Payne, Kennedy McGee, and Andre Lockpour. Ruffers putting up the victory sign. As Raheem Payne will work on the dribble outside. He'll attack the window, drop it off for Bryce Duncan. Ball fake, went up close range, couldn't finish. Bruins grab the defensive rebound. Off in a hurry to Castillo. Attacks the left side, but has to backpedal away. It's T.K. Thompson giving some defensive pressure, and a foul will be called. It's actually going to go on Lockpour. His first. On the Ruffers, that's team foul number 7. So David Castillo, who's perfect on the night, 4 for 4, will have the 1+ opportunity. Soft crawl over the top of the rim is good. 18 points for the freshman. 74-50 Muskogee. Ruffers on the doorstep of improving to 6-3 as Castillo gets his 19th point of the contest. Raheem Payne, this guy's got a motor. He can scoot. Off on the left wing with it, Kennedy McGee lost the dribble. Poked away by Nick Smith. Working top of the circle, passing back to Iapan to the corner. 3 on the way from Nakvita is no good. TK is Lockpour down the lane to the glass for the finish. Jalayan Lockpour with the bucket. Bruins quickly attacking inside. Nice give on the doorstep on a pass back from Iapan. And that's Cooper Wood with the bucket. 76-53. Duncan to Raheem for 3. It's an air ball, but it's rebounded by McGee underneath. Get some traffic. Passing it back to TK at the buzzer. It won't go, and that'll be the way tonight finishes. Ruffers start fast, put the pedal to the metal to start the 4th quarter and win this one going away 76-53. Back to put a wrap on tonight's broadcast from Rodney Mountain Fieldhouse after this timeout.
Pioneer Abstract, proudly serving residential and commercial customers throughout Muskogee County since 1905. Serving banks, mortgage companies, and mortgage brokers with refinancing, purchase, 1031 tax-deferred exchanges, along with full escrow services and more. Pioneer Abstract offers the convenience of centralized services for escrow accounts, title insurance, and title searches. Pioneer Abstract, here yesterday, here today, and here tomorrow at 412 West Broadway in downtown Muskogee, or call Pioneer Abstract at 683-2904.
We are what makes Oklahoma proud. We are mothers. We are coaches, counselors, and teachers. We are community. We are innovators in medical technologies. We are researchers developing breakthroughs to diagnose, treat, and cure diseases. We are everyday people. We are Northeastern Health Systems.
Belleville School fight song signals the end of basketball tonight here in the Ron D. Mountain Fieldhouse. Ruffers get a pair of victories. Muskogee girls winning at 43-34. Muskogee with a sizzling start in the opening quarter to jump out in front 23-9. Finish it with a 20-16 run in the fourth and win this one by 23 points, 76-53. Bartlesville drops to 3-8 on the season. David Castillo with 19 points to lead the way for the Bruins. Nick Smith with 12. Muskogee has 4 players in double digits. If my numbers are right, Xavier Brown with 21. Javante Campbell with 18. James Brown Jr. with 15. McKeon Payne with 14. And Muskogee picks up its 6th win in 9 starts. Ruffers will be in tournament action next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The girls and the guys taking on competition in the Rogers tournament. We'll see you back here next time Ruffers come back home to play on RougherTV. For Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Jaron Mendenhall, who was our halftime guest in both broadcasts. Athletic Director, Dr. Jason Parker. For the video crew that does such an outstanding job of bringing you the sights of this action, I'm Bill Huddleston. Ruffers win 2 tonight over Bartlesville, making another day a great day to be a Ruffer.